Hey, welcome to the Grit Podcast, episode number 12, Braggadocious. Get your coffee. You're going to need it for this one. Let's go. Welcome to the Grit Podcast.
Welcome to the Grit Podcast, the podcast that motivates and encourages you to become the real man you're destined to be. Broadcasting live in the rugged Northwest, just east of the trailblazing city of Portland. So let's get locked and loaded, because it's time to get gritty with it. Here's your host and lead grit man, Jamie Worley.
I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I won, so bow down, homies. Hey, if you ain't first, you're last. And guess what? I'm first, so guess what that makes you? That's right, jabroni, and I'm going to lay the smack down on your candy. I just owned you, man. I owned you. What am I doing? I'm just looking around to see who's coming in second. Maybe you've heard some of those statements before through movies, through athletes, through wrestling, wherever you may have heard that stuff. But I tell you what, there's something about bragging that is kind of funny, but in a way it's just really sad. Have you ever had a guy at work come in and he just starts bragging on himself? Man, he's just stroking himself, stroking his ego. He's just doing everything he can to make himself look good in front of you, in front of everybody else. He's kissing the boss's butt. I mean, this guy will do anything. He will do anything to make himself look better. We call that bragging, right? And every guy does it. I do it. You do it. Some of us are worse than others. I'm a really good trash talker. I will tell you right now, when I play basketball, anybody who's ever played basketball with me, Trevin is one guy I've played lots of basketball with, Matt Harms and some other guys. But here's the deal. When I'm out there, I'm talking. Look, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s where basketball, there was trash talkers. Larry Bird was the biggest trash talker on earth. Then you had people like Isaiah Thomas. He talked a little bit. Michael Jordan was nearly as bad as Larry Bird. Some people say worse. I think Larry Bird was the greatest trash talker of all time. Magic Johnson talked. Shaq talked. Kobe talked. All these high competitive basketball players, man, they were talking. And then you watch that wrestling on TV, you know, the fake wrestling. And the jabroni said this, and I said this to your monkey, and all this stuff. And it's just funny. What you gonna do, brother? What are you gonna do when I wrap these 24-inch pythons around you, man? So, guys, it's just kind of a part of the macho fabric that we have, part of our ego. And I'm not discounting that completely. I mean, we all need encouragement and affirmation. Every man wants to feel powerful and secure and independent. Those are all natural things. What I'm talking about is when we have a tendency to go overboard with it. And I'm guilty as charged. There are times I'm talking about stuff and I just go overboard with it. But, you know, in the end, bragging is not something that we have to do. It's something that we do. I really want to get in on this episode. Number one is, what is bragging really? I mean, really, if we're really going to get gritty, and that's why it's called the Grit Podcast, right? We're going to get gritty down to the truth of the matter. What is bragging? What's so bad about it? What is it really? And maybe what is an alternative to bragging? And I think you're going to learn, or actually maybe even be impressed by how backwards, completely backwards it is that you can get the same interior feelings and result that you get from bragging by doing something completely different that maybe you haven't thought of. Let's jump right into it. Why do we do it? Why do we brag? Well, we need to stop. Why? Why do we do it? Well, first of all, let me say this. This is what bragging is. B-R-A-G. Okay? Remember this. B-R-A-G. Brag. It is begging. Okay, I don't like that already because I'm a man. I don't beg. I ain't too proud to beg. What was that? TLC, right? Anyway, squirrel, bragging, B-R-A-G. Begging for respect and admiration is garbage. Begging for respect and admiration is garbage. Bragging overboard is garbage. And I'll tell you why, and this is why, because why do we brag? And we're going to get right into it. Why do we brag? Because we think that bragging makes us look strong. Look at what we did, and we say it powerfully. Look what I did, and we point the finger at ourselves, and this is what we did. We think that it makes us look strong when, in fact, it really makes you look weak. We think that it makes us look powerful, but what it does is it really makes us look empty of power. Kind of weak, right? We think that it makes us look successful when we brag overboard with all the things that we've done or some situation that we've done or we took care of business, you know what I mean? But it really makes us look insecure. We think that it makes us look independent. Look at what I did. But what it really does is it makes you look selfish and self-centered. It's like, man, wait a second. But see, when you look at why we brag, though, we're bragging because we need encouragement and we need affirmation. Now, sometimes we're just poking fun at each other. I get that. But a lot of times, most of the time, if we're honest, we are bragging because we have something missing on the inside. We are lacking some sort of encouragement on the inside. We're lacking some sort of assurance on the inside. We're lacking some sort of affirmation on the inside, and we're not getting it. So we overcompensate by exaggerating and bragging about something we've done or who we've become. Something we did in the past, something we're doing now, something we're about to do in the future. But we have to make ourselves the center of the conversation, the centerpiece of whatever's going on, so that everybody looks at us, all eyes on me, so that I can feel a certain way. That's why it's garbage. Why is it garbage? Because you're better than that. You're better than that. You don't need to brag and exaggerate. And by the way, when you lift yourself up high, you're pushing somebody else down every single time. And typically you're pushing another guy down. Man, we're in this together. We don't need to be pushing each other down. Remember, I told you there is a better way. Of all the things that you need to feel on the inside, there's a better way to feel those same things on the inside, but you don't have to push another guy down. You don't even have to point to yourself. In fact, let me tell you this. The whole idea is this. Don't brag on yourself. Here's the one strategy. Ready for it? Brag on others. Don't brag on yourself. Brag on others. Wait a minute. That doesn't do anything for me. Yes, it does. Number one, it makes you a better person on the inside. It forces you to begin understanding what gratitude is, what thankfulness is, that you didn't accomplish what you would have accomplished, by the way, if it weren't for others. Rarely do we do things and succeed all on our own. There is somebody down the line, somebody down the pipeline that has enabled you to do what you've done, to accomplish what you've accomplished. And so the strategy is this. Instead of talking about yourself regarding your successes and bragging, here's the concept. You know what? I had such a great week. I closed the sale, but you know what? I got to give credit over here to Tom for sending me that lead. You know, I wouldn't have gotten that lead and made that sale, man, if it weren't for Tom. Man, that guy's a beast, man. Tom, thank you so much. You start doing that. You start bragging on other people. You start crediting other people when you succeed. And there's a number of things that are going to happen. There are a number of things, that are going to happen. Number one, if you brag on others, they will brag on you. It's contagious, folks. If you brag on others, they will end up bragging back on you. And when they brag on you, you get that internal encouragement and affirmation that you've needed. You didn't have to point at yourself. You didn't have to draw attention to yourself while everybody sees you as being weak and insecure. You can get that encouragement and affirmation by doing the right thing. Because when I hear a guy bragging, this is what I hear.
You won't believe the sale I made today. Man, I tell you what, I just torched everybody on my team. I'm the best salesman that there ever was in my company. You know what? Maybe I'll just start my own company and trash everybody else. That's the way I roll, homie.
That's exactly what I hear. When I hear other guys bragging, I hear that voice. So if you're in my presence and you're overly bragging about something and you're to the point to where it's understood this guy is really insecure, this guy is trying to make himself feel better and stronger, this is what I hear.
If you ain't first, you're last. And guess what? I'm first. So what does that make you? Last.
I have to laugh at that. After I've thrown up in my mouth a little bit, I end up laughing at a guy who comes across really strong and powerful that way because he's bragging, I did this and I did that. That's the voice I hear. And you know what? I did that voice just for you so that you would hear it too, because I really want you. When you begin to hear other people brag like that and you begin to hear that little tiny voice, you know what's going to happen? When you start bragging, you're going to hear your own voice that sounds like that, and that will deter you and remind you, wait a minute, man, I really want somebody to encourage me, pat me on the back because I've done a good job. And just be honest, man, I'm lacking that in my life. I'm lacking that on the inside, in my mind and in my heart. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to solve that. This is what you got to get to. And how are you going to solve that? You are going to encourage somebody else. Always give somebody else the credit. When you do that, there's a few things that happen. There are 5 results. Number 1, they will begin to brag on you. Number 2, if you brag on others, others will want to work for you and with you. Okay? They will. They'll want to work with you. The third thing, if you brag on others, they will begin to respect you. Why would they respect you? You don't have to point to yourself. If you demand respect, you're never going to get it. What you're going to get, people may act respectful, but what they're going to do is they're going to fear you. If you demand respect, that's not respect. They're just afraid of you. Respect is earned. How in the world can you earn other people's respect? Credit other people for your successes. Credit everybody but yourself. And you, my friend, you will earn respect quick, fast, and in a hurry. Not only will people brag on you, they'll want to work with you, they will respect you, but when you brag on others, leaders will want you. I mean, good leaders will want you on their team. You're going to start getting offers. Why? Because you're not all about you. You're about the team. And any good leader knows that it's not about the leader alone. It is about a leader who has a good team. And a good leader will pick a good team. And if you're crediting everybody but yourself, let me tell you something. There is no better teammate than that. Not only will, if you brag on others, they will brag on you. They will want to work with you. They will respect you. Fourthly, the good leaders, they will want you on their team. And number 5, and the last thing is this: when you brag on others, followers will want to follow you. You say, no, wait a minute, Jamie, I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a leader. Yes, you are. Everyone is a leader to some degree. Somebody is watching you. Somebody is watching you closely. Somebody is following you. Somebody is imitating you. Somebody is watching to see what they can learn from you. I don't care who you are. Someone is watching you. And you know what? You begin to give credit and you begin to brag on the people around you. Not only will they brag on you back, they'll want to work with you. They will respect you. The leaders will want you on their team, and followers will follow you. Before you know it, you will find yourself leading others because they want to be like you. Why? Why would they want to be like you? Because you're all about others, not about number 1. Am I saying that number 1 is not important? No, I'm saying that number 1 is so important that you need to offer yourself the very best that life can give you. And the only way to do that is to stop feeding yourself and you begin to feed everyone around you with encouragement and affirmation. And believe you me, it's going to come right back to you. You're going to be a better person, a person with more gratitude, a person who's thankful for what he has. You're going to be a person who's respectable, and you're going to be a person that everyone will want to work for, follow and be close to. Be that guy. And guess what? All those things I just said, that encouragement and affirmation you long for, I long for, you will have it in abundance and in droves. But it will never come from you feeding yourself, being self-centered and bragging about yourself. Remember, bragging is begging. Bragging is begging. Don't ever forget that. It is begging for respect and admiration, affirmation, and that is a garbage way of filling your inner needs. Make it all about everyone else. Don't ever brag on yourself. Brag on everybody around you, and you will see the biggest difference you've never seen before. Go forth and brag. Brag upon the brothers. Brag upon the others. And you will become whole. See you guys next time right here on The Grit. Hey, I want to give 2 kudos. Number 1, I want to give a kudo to you for watching the Grit podcast. I hope you've liked and subscribed it. Please leave a comment, leave a rating. Let us know how we're doing. If you're interested in being a guest, let us know about that too. Kudos number 2 is going to go to the sponsor of this show today, American Family Estate Preservation. We will be there when you need us the most. How many of you know that when you pass away, you're going to leave your stuff behind? I have never seen a U-Haul behind a hearse, and I can tell you this. When you are gone, your stuff is going somewhere. It can either go to the government or it can go to your kids and your grandkids. Which do you prefer? How much do you want the government to get, and how much do you want your kids to get? Are you concerned about probate? Maybe you don't know what probate is. It's not a good thing. Well, here's the deal. American Family Estate Preservation, they will be there when you need them the most. If you need free education regarding estate planning, and you need free legal advice regarding your personal situation with your estate, get this. They will answer those questions and give you that legal advice at no cost. Let me say that again. Any information you need regarding your estate or any legal advice that you need regarding your estate, they will provide that to you at no cost. Well, how in the world do we get a hold of these guys? Here's the deal. You go to mylivingtrust.org or afepi.com, A-F-E-P-I. I personally have a living trust with them so that my estate will avoid probate and my kids will get everything I want them to have immediately, no probate, privately, and get this, tax-free. That's what I have set up. I would encourage you to give them a call, and they will educate you so that you can make an educated decision on what your family needs. American Family Estate Preservation will be there when you need us the most. afepi.com. Contact them today. We'll see you guys next time right here on the Grit Podcast.